can't touch this.
Being in a Super Bowl commercial is a pretty big deal. That's why companies are shelling out about $5.6 million for a 30-second commercial spot during this year's broadcast. From movie stars like Keanu Reeves to musicians like Lil Nas X, Super Bowl commercials can be an incredibly lucrative way to get some promotion during one of America's biggest sporting events. Let's have a look at 10 of the most star-studded commercials that will be broadcasted during this year's big game. And be sure to stick around to the end because some of our favorite animated stars are getting in on the action. Old Town Road was one of the biggest hit songs of 2019. So of course companies were in a rush to see if any of them could secure Lil Nas X and his song for their Super Bowl commercial. Well, it looks like Doritos came out on top. And they also managed to secure Sam Elliott, an actor known for his cowboy persona, to join Lil Nas X in the commercial. The ad features Sam Elliott doing a spoken rendition of Old Town Road for a confused bartender before Lil Nas X rides in on his horse. The full trailer leads up to a showdown between Lil Nas and Elliott. But it's not a typical Western showdown. That's right, it's a dance battle. Sam Elliott admitted that dancing in the commercial was the hardest part of filming, even though it's actually the first commercial he's appeared in over 40 years. Naturally, Lil Nas came out of the dance battle a winner. And when he asked if anyone else wants a piece of him, Billy Ray Cyrus makes a quick cameo to say that he ain't dancing. It's a fitting opportunity for Doritos to use the coolest cowboys they know to promote their Cool Ranch flavored chips. Ellen DeGeneres for Amazon. Amazon always secures some pretty big celebs for their Super Bowl commercials. Last year, one of their ads featured Cardi B. To promote Alexa this year, the company went with Ellen DeGeneres and Portia de Rossi. The ad shows them fighting over the temperature they should keep their homes at, with Alexa caught between them as they repeatedly ask her to change it. Then, after asking, "What do you think people did before Alexa?" we get a little blast from the past in the form of people trying to change the temperature, listen to music, and read the news before Alexa was there to help them out. All of the helpers have a similar name to Alexa, like Alexine, Alessa, and Alicia, but they can't get the job done quite as good as Amazon's Alexa. Ellen drives this point home by asking Alexa to order her wine and using Echo Audio to ask Alexa to play music in her car. This is actually Amazon's 5th consecutive Super Bowl ad promoting the device, and considering that users spent about $2 billion per year on Alexa skills, we're sure to see many more Super Bowl commercials starring our favorite voice-activated helper. Ed Sheeran for Heinz. Ed Sheeran loves ketchup so much that he actually got the Heinz ketchup bottle logo tattooed on his body. Yep, that's commitment. So really, it's no surprise that he decided to team up with Heinz for a Super Bowl ad featuring his favorite condiment. The commercial shows him at a fancy restaurant smearing ketchup all over his food as people look on in horror. Hey, there's no such thing as being too good for ketchup, right? Ed Sheeran definitely thinks so. In fact, Sheeran teamed up with the ketchup company before to release a limited series of 150 bottles of Heinz decorated in artwork inspired by Sheeran's other tattoos. He then auctioned off these bottles for charity with sales reaching up to $1,800. That's some pretty fancy ketchup. That leads us to the question, would you smear your plate with ketchup at even the most fancy restaurant? Ed Sheeran sure hopes so. Ed Sheeran isn't the only celebrity with some not so fancy tastes. John Legend and his wife Chrissy Teigen seem to want to take a step back from traditional luxury in their Super Bowl ad. The couple teamed up to promote Genesis, Hyundai's luxury car brand. The car company is using the Super Bowl to launch its first SUV, the GV80, and a new brand campaign called Young Luxury. So who better to promote the brand than one of the hottest young couples who also happens to be huge social media stars. The ad shows Legend and Teigen throwing a goodbye party to old luxury. The couple rejects a cool ice sculpture in favor of purse crackers and topples over an expensive oyster bar. But don't worry, Teigen still eats the oysters. And when Legend messes up the big car reveal, Teigen gives him a bit of a hard time about it, something she is known for doing on Twitter, and then refers to his title as Sexiest Man Alive before being allowed in the car. The cool modern couple drives off in their cool modern car, ditching out on their own party in favor of some young luxury comfort. But stay tuned because this isn't the only star-studded Hyundai commercial on our list. Squarespace has been beefing up its ad game over the years with a little help from Keanu Reeves. The actor, known for some pretty great action films, brought his skills to a commercial for the site in 2018 by riding a motorcycle while standing as he gives himself a little pep talk. But of course he's wearing a helmet because safety first. The ad encourages people to use the website building site to express who they are. Keanu chants "Make it happen" as he finally sits on his bike and rides off, presumably enlightened by the open air and ready to get his website going.
when you discover your real self.
But this year's commercials will feature more than just Keanu. Winona Ryder also appears in an ad for the company. In it, she's laying on the side of a road in the snow as she contemplates what she wants her website to look like. Be sure to keep a lookout for Squarespace's other star-studded advertisements during this year's game. Bryan Cranston for Mountain Dew. Bryan Cranston is an incredible actor, so it's no surprise that the commercial he's appearing in this year is a quick remake of one of The Shining's most iconic scenes. The actor takes on the role of writer gone mad Jack Torrance, except this time he's going mad for soda. Cranston appears with Tracee Ellis Ross playing his terrified wife. He breaks down the door with an axe and sticks his head through the hole, asking Tracee if she'd like a little Mountain Dew.
Here's Mountain Dew Zero.
I am thirsty.
She accepts the refreshment happily, and then the commercial ends with a flood of Mountain Dew pouring out on the elevator. And the slogan, as good as the original, is a nice little touch for the mini remake. So how is it possible to make an ad for soda so scary? I guess the secret is Bryan Cranston's acting chops, Tracee Ellis Ross's iconic scream, and a whole bunch of Mountain Dew. Bill Nye for SodaStream. One of our favorite scientists is going to be featured during the Super Bowl in a promotion for SodaStream. The teaser promises us that something big is bubbling as Bill Nye realizes that humans living on Mars isn't so far off after all. But Bill Nye isn't just promoting the company for a check. Nye actually uses the SodaStream machines at his own home and in his office. And while he doesn't think using SodaStream is the answer to climate change, he does think that drinking carbonated water in a reusable bottle can make a difference. SodaStream claims that over 1.6 billion bottles of water have avoided becoming waste because of their system. So at least Bill Nye is appearing in something he supports, and he's also admitted that it's just really cool being in a Super Bowl ad. We can't help but agree.
I may be wrong about that.
MC Hammer for Cheetos. In a short but hilarious teaser for their 2020 Super Bowl ad, Cheetos and MC Hammer team up for a commercial that can't be touched. While humming his hit song, You Can't Touch This, MC Hammer goes to play his piano and realizes that he has a problem we've all dealt with before. He has Cheeto fingers. He sighs, looks at his sticky orange fingers and the white piano keys and says that he just can't touch this. The ad also takes place in 1989 when he conceived the song, and he looks at the camera after realizing that Cheetos have just given him his greatest hit. The longer version of the commercial features MC Hammer popping out of places as a man goes about his day, unable to help anyone around him because he's busy eating Cheetos and his hands are dirty. Then MC Hammer shuffles away with a bag of Cheetos popcorn. Major props to Cheetos for using such an iconic song to demonstrate how their product doesn't just taste good, it can also get us out of our responsibilities. Maybe next time we're called into the office, we should claim a Cheetos day instead of a sick day. Chris Evans for Hyundai. Here's the second Hyundai commercial on our list, and it features even more stars than the first one, but with a slightly less luxurious car. Chris Evans, John Krasinski, Rachel Dratch, and David Big Papi Ortiz all appear in the commercial for the company's Smart Park system, but each celebrity really hams up the ad with their Boston accents as they go on about the places they can now easily park their car using the feature. John drives up and astonishes Chris and Rachel by hopping out of his blue sedan and pressing a button so it'll park itself. The car even gets referred to as a ghost car by a passerby who can't believe it has no driver. Hyundai makes sure to let us know that parking is better with them. And the ad is a cool opportunity for some accent ASMR from some of our favorite stars. And fun fact, Rachel, Chris, and John are all from Massachusetts, so we're sure they relish the opportunity to get back to their roots. Rick and Morty for Pringles. Celebrity icons don't have to be real people, right? Well, if you disagree, tell that to Rick, Morty, and Summer, who appear in a fully animated ad for Pringles. The ad brings the usual Rick and Morty flair to the Super Bowl, featuring Morty becoming obsessed with Pringles and all their flavor combinations, like jalapeno and pizza, as Rick realizes that there's now a bunch of robot Mortys taking over their house, chanting about their absolute favorite chips. The commercial also gets pretty meta. While watching a Pringles ad on TV, Summer asks how much Rick thinks the people appearing in a Pringles ad make. Rick says it's probably barely anything. So did Rick and Morty get paid dust to promote the snack? Who knows, but they probably regret it now that they're stuck in a Pringles commercial for all of eternity. But hey, at least we got a self-aware Super Bowl commercial out of it.
Grandpa, what's going on?
We're trapped in a Pringles commercial. They must have taken us in our sleep. Stack Pringles flavors, make new ones!
So what's your favorite commercial on our list? And are there any others you're looking forward to seeing during the game? Let us know what you think in the comments. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more great content.